Hi everyone, welcome back. So yeah, Dralo44 here. Hope you're having a great Easter Monday so far. Okay, basically this video is going to be about Season 3 tournament changes, things I would like to see altered. Before we do get into that, just quickly, of course, the Stipplegate Striker winner was announced yesterday. Now, obviously, if you didn't get a chance to watch that particular video, understandable, no problems at all. If you are a DMNC.maier username DMNC Maya, then get in contact because you were the winner. You got drawn out. So drop me a message or drop me a reply in the YouTube comments, and of course you can claim your prize. We'll get that sorted. Fantastic. Right, well, let's get into the main bulk of the video. Now, before I do that, of course, again, just want to say thank you for the support so far. Aiming towards 250 subscribers is my next target, and of course I'm going to be doing a giveaway most certainly for that. So do let me know if there's any ideas, or suggestions of items you would like to actually win, because again, once you're all entered in the draw, one of you is going to win it. And also I can do little things as well. That's the plan moving ahead. So if you like the video, a like's going to be really helpful. If you want to help me get towards that 250 subscriber and enter into a prize draw, I can assure you there'll definitely be a prize. Not sure what it is yet, but as I say, I'm looking out for suggestions. So far I've had dueling dragons, painted zombies, and a few other items. So there is ideas there, and there's definitely going to be something that will come out of it. I think a heat wave was the other one as well. So that said, right, let's get into the main bulk of the content. So, as we all know, with tournaments, especially if you do play tournaments, you can understand that there are a few frustrating things about it, especially matchmaking and things like that. So this is what I kind of wanted to get into, and things I would like to see during the season. Now, I don't expect it all to happen at once, and these, of course, are ideas. But, let me know if you think these suggestions are good, and if you've got any other ideas that maybe you think are better, then let me know. I'd love to hear them, because there's always going to be things that I haven't personally thought of. Right, okay, so one is an obvious one. 2v2 option. That would just simplify things, because being honest, 9 times out of 10, I mean, if I'm lucky enough to play with JHD and KO8 Rich, we make a really good team, and we won actually a plat tournament recently, which was really awesome. It had been a long time coming. We'd always just fallen short, either in the semis or the final, and it was very frustrating. But finally, we were fortunate, and we actually did it really well, and we won it, which was awesome. But realistically, a lot of us, we struggle with 3v3. It can be very hectic, and also sometimes people can't be around. So a 2v2 option, I think, would be also really good to diversify and just open it up for, if it's just one other friend you want to play with, that you're that kind of way. I think it would be really good to have a 3v3 or a 2v2 tournament. Credits are the same. There is no difference. It's just that's the play style, and that's just how it works. And I think that would be really, really, really awesome. I think that also another one as well, and this is something it's to do with waiting time. So basically, whilst queuing, you can still play a match instead of waiting for 15 minutes plus the extra 3.5 or whatever it is. But once it gets to generating bracket, then if the match is not completed, you and your friends are moved back to the home menu. This is something so simple. I don't understand why it's not even a thing. If the game's automatically removing you, I can't see why that isn't even an option. But what do you guys think? Do you mind waiting for 15 minutes, or would you like to actually be able to also just play a game and just be able to pretty much just do that whilst you wait for, of course, the game to start? The other one, of course, is to improve matchmaking if you are playing with randoms. I'm not being funny, but when I've ever played with randoms, it's highly frustrating. And, if you go into like a plat tournament, sometimes you play with people who aren't even like silver level, and you're like, okay, how have these people even been chosen? And some people have said, oh, I'm gold rank, how am I in a plat tournament? It's like, what, because they didn't have enough, so they kind of just chose it? It's like, well, that sucks. So yeah, and of course you lose because there's no communication, they can't play, and it's very frustrating. I'm sure you guys kind of agree with that. More credits on progression. So basically, once the weekly placements are done, whatever ranked tournament you are in, so be it silver, gold, plat, diamond, grand champ, whatever, probably for the lower ones, I think would be more this would apply for, sort of like silver, gold, maybe plat as well. More credits would be really good. So once you progress and you get further above your 3 weekly placements, there should definitely be more credits given, because I tell you what, right, honestly, I played tournaments and so did JHD for the majority of the season, We didn't win any black markets out of any of the cups that we bought. We only managed to just about upgrade one, and that was with me keeping one exotic that I wanted to keep. I kept a normal pair of Zokos, and that was it, because I used them on a couple of cars. Wasn't that exciting, but I liked them enough to sort of think, yeah, I'll keep these because they're alright. But yeah, I do feel like more credits would be there, because, you know, when you get to, say, like, if you're in a plat tournament and you've done your weekly placements and everything like that, and you basically get a sort of like a, you know, into semis or whatever, you really get absolutely naffle. I mean, the other option is to have more weekly placements, so they increase it to 4 or 5. Doesn't sound much, but it would be, again, really good as well. That's just another option that I'll throw in there while I'm thinking about it. Right, okay, so the other one then, of course, is to actually be able to save the credits for a tournament prize to buy directly from like a tournament shop and in any colour. The cost would depend on the colour, so instead of kind of, you know, like, oh right, I've won burnt sienna, great, didn't want that, you save up your credits and you know that at least at the end of it you've got a chance of kind of getting the item that you desire, if you're long as you're actually playing and, you know, spending time and things like that. Let me know what you guys think on that one. Is that a good suggestion? A cup for plats. This was a good one to unlock, which is between the 4K and the 12K. So basically, I do feel like there should be another cup that pretty much kind of goes between them. You know, because if you're not a diamond player or you struggle to get to diamond, that is kind of irritating. And if you kind of like, you know, have that sort of struggle where you are in a sort of like the plats, then there really is only challenges and prospects, and challenges are terrible, which is the next one I'm going to move on to. But yeah, challenges are terrible, prospects aren't bad, but you do get a lot of uncommons and rares, and you don't really get a lot. So again, let me know what you think of that one. Challenges Cup, so yeah, I'm talking of this one then. I mean, for 4K, let's face it, they're crap. They should change it. So a simple change would be to change it so that it's rares or above, no uncommons for 4K a go. So it makes complete sense. It's an easy change, and at least you're guaranteeing yourself a rare or higher in the rarity, because for 4K you really should be getting that, because for 4K you should not be getting an uncommon. That was one of the most frustrating things, and, you know, really irritating, and I absolutely hated that, which is why I never did the Challengers Cups. I just always tended to just stick with the prospects, and yeah, I mean, I didn't win much good from it, but hey, that was kind of the better option, because at least it's, you know, 1200 a pop. The bright side is that you had trade up material, you could get some higher things, but it is really difficult to kind of do that. I mean, like, one thing I would love to see changed in the game overall, not just tournaments, would be actually trade ups being less. So maybe like it takes 4 or 3 items to trade up, probably 4. I know it sounds only like not much, it's only 1 less item, but for tournaments especially, it would make such a difference to actually maybe just possibly get a bit more chance, especially for the lower ranking players. I think it's really hard being a lower ranked player. Plat, I don't consider that high, being truthful, but I know it is higher than some. For golds and silvers, you just win absolutely nothing, and if you're trying to win, say, like a prize, you really struggle, and that is just the honest kind of truth of it. Right, well, the last thing mainly to talk about with this would be better prizes for each bracket. So something that I kind of really found very disappointing, I guess, is that, you know, the brackets in each prize in the tournaments, some of them were very lackluster and very terrible. So for example, you know, in the uncommons, there were a couple of things that weren't bad. They weren't exciting, but yeah, okay, they weren't bad for uncommons. I don't think it was like terrible. When you got into the rares, being honest, apart from the snake banner, which I really liked, personally, there was absolutely nothing there that was good. You know, the cutesy colour banner, yeah, border, it's okay. The other one was okay. But realistically, I mean, it is all opinion, don't get me wrong, but they weren't that, what was it, the cow napper, I think it was. Absolutely terrible, and they should really change the drop rate of painted as well, because again, that's something that needs to be improved. But they need to make it so that very rares are really good or decent, and exotics and black markets are amazing, and not just like one good and one terrible, which is kind of what happened with the Nurgle and the Hades Bomb. The Hades Bomb's really cool, although the sound effect is pretty crap. Definitely the Nurgle is one of the lesser popular ones. I mean, painted is not bad, but again, personally, really found it just a disappointing black market overall. So yeah, so that is it for my tournament suggestions for season 3. It's only a couple of days away because it got extended. So let me know whether you thought these ideas were good, whether there's anything you'd like to change. And as I say, if you want to drop me a like, drop me a comment. If you do want to help me towards the sort of like the 250, then drop me a sub. But otherwise, that is it from today's video. So thank you very much for stopping by. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, all the best and have a great rest of the Easter Monday. Cheers now. Bye bye.